Welcome back to another episode of my series of Lego Masters Australia. We're going to dive back into another episode today. Like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date for when the next episode drops. Let's get straight into it.
Previously,
Is this a water challenge?
in our last epic galactic battle, the teams dove into a challenge, building something that lurks beneath.
It's beautiful. My baby.
Monsters, mysteries, and eerie creatures rose from the depths.
This has come to life.
It was a Nordic showdown between Sweden and Finland.
Team Sweden, congratulations.
Team Sweden came out on top.
I'm sorry, New Zealand.
And we said goodbye to New Zealand's Emily and Sarah. Tonight, this build is called Run the Gauntlet. Let's drive. The teams are building booby traps.
We're gonna crush the car.
I'm in the danger zone, with obstacles at every turn.
That was awesome.
One wrong move could mean game over. With Team New Zealand and USA gone, it's down to the Aussies, China,
Canada.
Finland, and Sweden. Who will master the gauntlet and claim the magic brick? And who will fall in the biggest shock of the season?
Oh my goodness.
I like
So
where this is
exciting.
going. These are big base plates.
Stand at ease. Eyes front while I show you what this is all about. Dun, 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 dun.
It's so cute.
Not cute, it's tough. Through the ice. Here he is. Yeah, dust doesn't scare me. Home base. Wow. Alrighty, as you can see, this build is called Run the Gauntlet. I will be running the gauntlet. That is why I'm dressed, prepared for anything. Your challenge today is to create booby traps along the way
I love that.
to stop my very tough Jeep's progression from the shed to the helipad.
That's pretty cool.
So in our gauntlet, we've got 4 different worlds. We have the tropical world, snowy mountains, the jungle, and we have the desert. Within each of those worlds, there's 2 base plates. Everyone is going to be responsible for their part of the track. But be warned, as you've seen, I'm a pretty good driver. So you are going to need to bring your best booby trap game. No smirking, Owen. I know there's a little pause between booby and trap. Brickman, at its heart, what is this about?
This build is about making fun booby traps. It's about those cinematic moments where your traps are extremely well hidden and go off in a really unique and interesting way.
Now also, you may have noticed that on the side of our Jeep, we have got UE insurance. But let's hope I don't need it. Let's hope I'm such a good driver I make it through unscratched. All right, I'm ready for my drive, but I'm going to have to wait. I'm going to have to wait 9 hours until I run the gauntlet. That is how long you've got. 9 hours to take your little piece of this terrain and create as much mayhem for my Jeep as you possibly can. Now, obviously, this is an elimination. What base plate you pick is probably quite important. We could do the old pick a leaf, pick a bit of snow. Kind of just feels more fun to just run out and put your hand on one. You picked your runners in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good job. Good job.
Okay, a little bit of competition.
All right.
Everyone's got their base plate. Good luck. Time starts now.
I think what I'd like to do the most is probably like a jungle theme, and maybe like build a big tree with like a wooden log that swings down that knocks the car away. I think the easiest thing, all you'd need to do is set up some type of release mechanism and have it on string. And then you don't have to worry about any kind of mechanical intervention or mechanical failure is probably the biggest thing that's going to cost people. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. I think you'd be able to create like a, it could be monkeys up in the tree that are doing it or something like that. I think it'd be a really easy story to tell. Plus, we got minifigures again, which I'm super excited about.
This is the baddest guy ever.
Yeah, let's do bandits.
This is a fun concept. I like it a lot. The objective of the challenge is to destroy or stop or do something to the car Hamish is driving.
Team Finland, we have got a lot of desert here.
Exactly.
You want to see what's ahead of you?
What are you thinking?
When Hamish arrives to our base plate, he's gonna enter the Canyon of Greed, full of thieving bandits ready to pick his car clean.
So first we're gonna crush the car. There's gonna be a huge water tower that will fall onto him. Then a huge net will fall. And after that, there's gonna be an explosion.
There's gonna be a camouflaged road with dynamite, like little funny thing. Oh, what could it that be? And then when the car drives over it, dead.
We are super excited that we got this really cool snow scene. We're both Canadian, so we know a lot about snow, especially driving in the wintertime. Today, we are building a happy ski resort, although it's not that happy. And as you drive in, you narrowly miss a tree falling over, but that triggers an avalanche. And just as you think you are finally safe, a Yeti pops out and tries to shake and rattle and rock that vehicle. I think there's a lot of fun that we can have with that. And then it's like the action just doesn't let up. An avalanche should be the worst of it, but it's not. It's actually the Yeti. I think you definitely have to have more than one booby trap, because what if your booby trap fails? Yeah. Then you've got nothing.
David, we're going to do monkey business.
How many?
I don't know.
So we're halfway through this competition. We've got the best of the best builders here. Some people have won, some people come second, even third. Yep, that's where I wanted that one. But I think we need to do something that will really stand out. Our build's going to have a cinematic experience. We are building a monkey business kind of scene. We're going to have all these cheeky monkeys trying to stop Hamish's car. The first trap will be 4 consecutive palm trees falling behind Hamish, and then he enters the booby trap with the dropping bananas. So that's going to cover the car in bananas and head him back out to the next environment.
So how many situations do we face?
The car's going to come in, he's going to trigger, and the trees is sort of going to fall.
Oh, appreciate this. Yes.
They're then just going to chuck you a car full of bananas and say,
On your way.
Just get on your way.
Get on your bike.
I like it.
I'm happy. We're building something different because we're in the Grandmasters of the Galaxy. We can't just do normal.
Love it.
All right, everybody, you have got 7 hours to go. Don't you shake your head at me, Dave. 7 hours to go, champ, before I come ripping through. Don't let me down.
Oh, okay.
All nightmares confirmed.
Mechanism build.
Mechanism build.
I have 0 mechanical skills, and that means Alex is going to have to take the reins, and Alex probably has like 10% mechanical skills.
Trent, Alex,
There he is.
what are you going to do to my car?
We're in the jungle theme today, and we're going to have the animal escape here. So they've caged the experimental animals in this facility.
Yes.
They're all out for revenge on you, my friend.
I'm not scared. But I tell you what, if I do get hit, I'm not going to be worried because my vest has everything I could possibly need, including this one band-aid. I only could find one band-aid.
That's okay. Do you want to know any of the other?
Oh, yeah, go tell us the rest.
Today we have a pink flamingo pushing a boulder down the hill, a bear with a giraffe and he's using him as a battering ram, and we're thinking a cheeky monkey that's going to fly a plane, who's going to do a nosedive and hopefully just miss the car.
Just trying to figure out how this works. We have 9 hours to create quite a few mechanical elements, which is pretty terrifying. Like, I could spend 9 hours on one of them, but we're trying to aim for 3 today. Having not really done many mechanisms before this season, it's definitely been challenging to step up to the plate.
You going well?
Terrible.
we literally need a miracle. You got this.
Thanks,
You can do it. I know you can do it.
There's some awesome terrains to pick from today, but we picked the misty mountain one.
Yeah, we're really happy with the Snowy Mountain. We think the mist is going to really set the tone and hide the booby traps until it's too late.
Our story has Hamish driving along, a tree falls across the road and forces him into the abandoned sawmill. Saw blades all roll out, and there is a group of werewolves lurking in the shadows and leaping out at the car.
We've got trees falling, saw blades coming out.
Cade's working on actual werewolves. They'll be hidden inside the sawmill and they'll lunge at the car.
Any other traps, or they're more just thematic things?
Thematic things.
The definition of a booby trap is you set something, you walk away, right, and it's lying in wait. It's a trap, right? A monster coming out going, it's not a booby trap. I'm just worried that maybe yours might be a little underwhelming at the end. So I think you need to find a way for your werewolves to be able to do something.
Brickman just drops a bombshell on us. Our wolves actually don't qualify as booby traps. What are you thinking? What are you taking away from that feedback?
I can't think of something that's in theme with werewolves that would work off the top of my head. So we're going to have to rethink how we're going to do this.
And we've probably lost 2.5 hours in this build. So we've got sawmills coming.
Tough. It's always tough when Brickman comes along and, you know, picks holes in the design that you've come up with. Trent and Alex, I think, are going to struggle. You know, that whole process of building mechanisms has always been something that they've found difficult. And then the fact that they're trying to build 3 of them into their build, I think that's going to be tough. Yeah, I might have read it a little bit wrong, but the way that I see it is that with your booby trap, I was thinking originally you're trying to destroy the car or knock it off the track or something, but it just seems like everybody's builds and all of their booby traps are just kind of distractions, not really anything that's going to disrupt the path of the car. Yeah, I'm going to have to keep a close eye on you know, what the other guys come up with. We'll see.
Today's challenge is booby traps, and we're going to build booby traps to stop Hamish's little car. We're all about monkey business. We're going to build a giant orangutan that instead of flinging its feces, flings cars.
We're back in the jungle again. Today we're building a giant orange orangutan called Ping Pong. Ping Pong is lying in wait, so he's got a giant banana to lure in and distract Hamish as he drives along, but secretly he's planning to catch him and throw him over his shoulder.
Gabby, I've got to say, I actually really like this gorilla.
Oh, this is fun.
I just want to get the mechanism working now.
Yeah. What we're doing that's different to the other teams is we're creating one big thing, one big booby trap. So put all our bananas in one basket. But this is Owen's wheelhouse.
Yeah, definitely my wheelhouse. I'd like to think we've got a bit of an edge with building mechanisms, ambitious mechanisms that make the build stand out.
Okay, booby traps. What's the vibe?
The one hand of the monkey will drop down and stop the car. So
like a barrier.
Like a barrier, and then throw it.
Wow. So there's only one booby trap.
Yeah.
One big trick versus lots of little things.
Correct. Going for one moment, obviously it has to work. But hopefully the payoff to that is that it's a really big moment and it can set us apart from everybody else and we can come home with a brick.
I always have a hard time figuring out if you're breathing or if you're stressed.
Mostly just breathing.
Okay, good. I'm very happy about this build and excited because we picked the desert base plate. The story of our build is an apocalypse city. In the city, there are a lot of people.
And they've also rigged some booby traps. First of all, we have a grand piano dropping on the car. After the grand piano, Hamish will drive onto a sign, which will actually launch him.
And then the grand finale, the car will go through a wooden building and land on the helipad.
We're gonna have so much fun with this launching mechanism, yeah?
Nice. It's a fun build, so I'm very excited.
This is gonna be a super fun challenge. But this is a technical challenge, which makes it kind of hard, because if the mechanisms fail, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
But we have the magic brick.
We have the magic brick,
so we're safe.
We're safe.
So we got a tropical scene today. So our plan is to make like a attractive trap that eye-catching, like unexpected. Today we are building zombie apocalypse with a crashed airplane to volcano, and the zombies are building the booby traps. So Hamish's car will start with a lot of the zombies chasing after him. If he survives, the plane's tail will smash his car. And our last trap is rocks falling.
All right, let's try it with my hand. Ready? I'll disguise my hand as a car.
Uh-huh.
I'm ready.
Come on.
Let's go.
Pretty good.
Coming out.
Brickman, we got a lot going on out there. What do you like? What do you not like?
Well, I think David and G have gone for a really interesting approach. They're essentially doing that classic Hollywood style where the second the vehicle is past you, things happen.
They're deliberately going for the cinematic points.
Correct, that's right, which is a great approach.
Really? That's fine. Gabby and Owen.
Owen's essentially got this big character, this giant orangutan, stops it with one arm, scoops the car up, and then flings it backwards.
Stop and scoop.
It's the old stop and scoop. Here's the thing about Owen and Gabby. They're the only team to bet the entire challenge on one booby trap working perfectly. It's an enormous, big gamble. And the thing is, it needs to work.
I was slinging poop. My thumb's on that side.
Henry and Kays, how is our haunted sawmill town going?
The story of the werewolves themselves is okay. They're not the booby trap, though. Just a werewolf standing there isn't a booby trap. They've got to push hard.
Yeah.
Trent and Alex, they have quite a few things going on.
Technical building isn't their forte. They've got the boulder working now, which is great.
Yep, let's do it.
Hey! But they still need to build another mechanism.
Keeps getting caught on that.
Alex is in a rut.
How's it going?
It's just time consuming.
There is an inherent risk in all of our 8 teams. If one of their booby traps actually doesn't work, is probably going to put them close to elimination because it means they haven't technically done the right thing.
It's going to come to timing
and testing a lot.
You gotta run faster than that, Alex.
Alrighty, you are halfway through building what I hope is some of the most elaborate booby traps we've ever seen on Australian television. Before I run the gauntlet.
I think we're making pretty good progress overall.
We have tested the avalanche and it is working perfectly.
Yeah. So the avalanche mechanism works with this little wall holding back our snowballs. So all we have to do is use the remote to drop the wall, and these snowballs will roll away into Hamish's path and hopefully stop him from getting through.
Ready?
That's fun. There's no time to react. He's so dead.
How are you guys feeling?
Not great. We're having a lot of trouble with the mechanism.
Our strengths are building animal characters, not mechanisms. So I'm having a really hard time with this battering ram. We're trying to get it to go in and out. Oh, far out. This is crazy. I can't get it going.
Can't get it going?
I've been working on this mechanism for hours. It's not really getting anywhere, and I'm starting to worry that it's what's going to send us home. It's not working, Trent. I'm not understanding how, and I'm literally too embarrassed to ask anyone again.
It's actually a really tough spot because I know she's struggling. And it's hard when you just don't have the skills in your toolkit to help one another.
Owen,
Who's got Owen?
do you have like 2 minutes to look at our thing?
The Lego Masters community is really special because I don't think anyone wants another team to fail. Everyone wants the other teams to do their best.
Okay, so you're trying to run this that
Just
way?
basically have something going.
Yeah, how far do you want it to move? Because it's going to move that far.
And it's really touching today to see that spirit in play in an elimination challenge.
I'd go a bit shorter there. And the other thing you want is you want the slide to be on the same point as the axis.
But at the end of the day, it's going to come down to us. We just got to keep fighting.
Okay, so this piece here where it slides has to be in line with this axle here rotating.
It's a long shot, but we're not ready to go home in this competition. We want to get to the finale. So we have to make it work.
Coming up. The traps are set.
It's immediate doom.
But which will stop me in my tracks? All right, here we go. And which will send their makers to a shocking end. Just shattered.
So early predictions. Obviously Trent and Alex, they're really going to need to hustle to finish off that mechanism and get it to work and operate and fit in with the theme of what they've got. So, they've got some work ahead of them. I think Trent and Cade, the werewolf build. I still don't see how they're going to bring and mesh that storyline and make the booby trap side of it work. Front runners, I really like the monkey theme with the cinematic performance, the trees dropping behind it. I think that once that's in motion, it will look really good. The big orangutan, if that works, I think that'll be really good. Especially it'll be really spectacular with the flying car. And then I'd say the post-apocalyptic theme with the piano falling and then the truck being launched again. So I think the teams that can pull it off, I think, is fairly broad. I think the teams that are in trouble is probably down to 2 teams. So let's see if they can pull it off in the second half of the build.
That's amazing. Makes me happy.
I think this is the most fun I've had so far here in Australia.
And he went to a zoo, so think about that. We are feeling pretty alright. We have 3 working functions. Or traps. Our build is gonna look like it's normal desert, but when Hamish will drive through it, we're gonna crush the car with a water towel.
It's immediate doom.
Yeah, amazing. We have a huge explosion coming from the mine that will make the car flip. And then a huge net will fall onto him. I think testing is the most important part of the challenge because we want the booby traps to work.
Team Finland, it is looking good.
Thank you.
However, this will be the final test.
Can I see the size of it?
You can see but not touch.
I have happen to have a measuring tape tattooed on me, so that's...
Is that what that is?
Yeah, this is 10 centimeters. I think it's actually 10 centimeters. It's actually a ruler, so it starts from the end of my finger. So that's 1 centimeter, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you can see easily that it goes like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
I mean, I expected this from Sweden with IKEA and stuff, but from Finland, this is...
I like my measurements.
Can we feel your arms?
Yep. You're allowed to do that. Feel how much tension's in my forearm.
Isn't it that
bicep.
Yeah. Great muscles.
Your words, Vita.
Boom. So G's done the tipping trees, they're working perfect, and the tipping bucket of bananas is perfect. Okay, starting to see some progress here, but I'm thinking we're missing something unique. I need a turntable. Everyone's going to be building these cool traps, but if you can capture Brickman's attention, that might be the tick of approval. We're going to make a turntable in here that will take the car and cause it to spin around. I think the best thing about adding the slippery turntable is you want to have as many chances as you can to trip up the car.
Is that a turntable I can spot?
It is. So we're going to have drive up and we're going to have some banana peels around.
But it only works sometimes.
Well, the way it's geared driven for the torque and the weight is the concern of the vehicle.
The torsion sort of builds up.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you go more of a direct drive type mechanism?
I could, but then I feel it's going to spin super fast.
No, but well, maybe does that work even?
So Brickman's asked us to make this turntable spin faster.
It's a good thing to take his advice. So we're going to speed up the turntable.
Like a tornado.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I'm working on the first two mechanisms. It'll be the falling tree and the saw blades, and Kate is working on the werewolves attacking the car.
Brickman gave us some really good feedback. He said that, we need an extra element to our build. Brickman has raised a really great point. Werewolves do not count as booby traps. We've taken on Brickman's advice, so we're going to add a werewolf that's knocking down some logs across the road, and we've got one last trap at the end, which is going to be something that will swing down as the car comes through and smash it.
Adding these booby traps this late in the build is more time pressure. These things are so fiddly, and then we have to test it as well.
Okay, that looks mad. Losing time in a challenge is never great, but I'm hoping that this is the thing that Brickman is looking for. All right, I'm going to motor now. We just got to keep going the whole time. Yep.
All right, everyone, you have 1 hour. 1 hour left till I come tearing down that gauntlet. 1 hour.
It's time to test. You've really got to make sure your booby traps are all set and working. A failed trap, well, that's a recipe for disaster.
It is.
Oh, jeez, it's much harder to see. I don't know which colour is which. It's just so inconvenient.
Looking good, looking good.
I like it.
Do you think I should try and see if I can sneak in a falling tree obstacle?
Let's get the few of the other things finished first.
Oh, it looks awesome. And even the track from the gold mine fits really well.
It makes sense. 开到这边来的时候，跟这个。How are you going?
Good. Feeling not too bad at this point. I've been working on this mechanism for the battery ram. It's starting to look like it's working.
Yay!
Yay, which is a win.
Owen really helped us today. This can all be neck, and then from here,
Yeah, like pretty much
he's got
from
like
here,
his
body.
arms splayed out.
Yeah.
But we don't even really have a third plane mechanism yet. I'm working on a plane that's going to come down and try and get Hamish in his van. It needs a lot of height. It needs some way to trigger the plane falling. I'm just hyper-focused on trying to get something that this plane can launch from.
Not a lot of time left.
No. You being here is
just
not helping.
Me being here.
Yeah, what's eating into the time?
Just ratcheting up the pressure, isn't it?
That's right.
Every second I'm here, more pressure.
That's vigorous.
Yeah.
And it's not breaking. Today we are building one big central story, one big central booby trap. We're hoping that our point of difference is the big fling. So we want the hand to just slam down and we want the fist to just yonk. All I need now is a ton of counterweight on here. To build a mechanism strong enough to flip a car, there's a few key things we need. We need a really heavy counterweight and we need a really strong arm. How heavy is your counterweight? Do you mind if I just have a feel?
Huh? It's heavy.
Oh, cheapers. I think we're on the right track with the weight of the counterweight. So I'm confident our arm can hold the whole weight of the car.
Why don't you try flipping my hand up?
And I'll just set the trap.
I'm going to get out of the way.
This could destroy some things.
Get up. Where am I?
That is not a good sign if it's breaking under the weight. The key to that build is going to be, getting enough weight in that shoulder joint, the fulcrum of the seesaw, so to speak, to be able to take the weight of the counterweight plus lift the car off the ground. So they're going to have to put some extra work into that to make sure that that's nice and strong and secure. With only one booby trap, it could spell danger for the team.
Half an hour, guys.
Oh my
God. Will your traps be ready for this beast to take on your section of the gauntlet?
Hamish, I'm so glad you have insurance.
So glad I have what?
Insurance.
Insurance, yes. Sorry, it's difficult to hear over the engine noise.
No, it's fine.
It's lucky that they have UV insurance because the car is not that good.
Yeah.
What do you think of this, David boy?
Yeah, I'm impressed. It's still working.
Gee, are you intimidated by this aggressive revving of the car?
No.
Good, you've held your nerve. Let's hope you can hold your nerve for the real thing.
Brickman today is looking for these booby traps to be like cinematic, and that's really what we've done with this tropical scene.
It looks like they're throwing bananas in it.
We listen to Brickman's advice to speed up the turntable.
I'm happy about this slippery turntable. This is a special feature.
Go. Monkey time.
So the final push, there's a lot of things to do. Just trying to dress up this boat so it look like a tropical beach.
Gee, what do you think?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
I've moved back obviously a lot more.
It's going to stay there. We literally got minutes. Just need a motor there. So we've got most of our main elements. We've got all our wolves in place. We want to put some details, a bit of snow on the top of all the roofs. We're getting the last contraption working right now.
In total, we have 4 traps.
Beautiful.
So we have relied on a number of smaller traps, and I think it's a smarter strategy than relying on 1 or 2 big traps, because if they don't trigger, it could be the difference between staying in the competition and going home.
Couple more trees.
More trees. Here. Here, this section.
All right, we have got 10 minutes. 10 minutes to go.
That's scary.
I'm testing. Are you?
It just works.
1, go. That's great.
Let's make it Hamish proof.
Press that.
For set dressing, that's where we're at now. We're reasonably confident in the mechanism. So Hamish held one end of our build down as we actioned it, and it kind of broke a little bit. But we have reinforced the arm. We're layering plates on the top and the bottom of the bricks and overlapping them by the longest plates we can by about 5 studs each side. So arm fling, banana toss. Oh, other way. I've broken it. It's that one. So mechanisms work. I love it. I think it's so cool. I think he stands out. It's a cool booby trap.
It actually feels good to be doing something a bit different. I know we're taking a risk, but we've taken risks before and they've paid off.
This looks sick, Abby. Actually pleased with that.
Finally finished this battering ram mechanism. It is a relief to get it done, and I'm starting to see the end of this build in which we have a finished product, which is further than I thought we'd ever get a couple of hours ago.
I haven't seen the plane swing yet.
No, I know.
Have you tested the plane swinging?
Gently holding it. We have spent so much time on the mechanisms that we haven't tested the plane, and that's a big problem. We can do some gentle testing.
Yeah.
We would love to test it, but if that breaks, there's not enough time to rebuild the plane, so we're going to have to wing it.
So gently just pull that out, right? Just we'll do a first test of how it will fall.
This is the kind of thing you would not want to be doing with minutes to go.
Oh my.
Okay, so this just hold on to it, right? So this comes along here, pushes this, and then it falls, right?
Okay.
It's a massive disadvantage that we cannot properly test the plane.
Yeah. Hopefully the traps will work. But if they don't, we're definitely going home.
I just want to hold this just in case. Because if it goes now and the plane falls, then we're gone.
It's all going to come down to the gauntlet, and that is happening in 1 minute.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. There's some more angle tile.
Coming out. Got two, I've got two.
Make sure your traps are all ready to go.
Does the piano thing work?
Yeah.
Great.
10, 9,
More locks,
8,
couple locks.
7, 6,
Put the weight on.
5,
Put the weight on.
4, 3, 2, 1. That is it.
Well done, buddy.
Guys, unreal. We got 8 sections of track here. They look incredible.
You better drive really well.
I'm very excited. Alrighty, one of the funnest and coolest challenges we've ever done on Lego Masters. I think there was a real air in here for this build to be like, oh yeah, of course. Let's just make a giant gauntlet. So many creative ideas, so many cool builds. Let's take a closer look, Brickman.
Finland.
In Finland, come on out. Okay. Before we get into the intricacies of the build, who's going to win, Hamish or Finland?
Oh, Finland, for definitely.
Askari, take us through booby trap by booby trap.
There's like a desert. So you'll enter the Canyon of Greed. When you choose to touch it, the water tower will crush you. Behind the rock, there is gonna be a giant net that catches your car, and bandits come out and fill you with plastic. Dead again.
I then continue on past the
mine area.
It's dynamite, you die again.
So the fourth trap is gonna be a huge stone that drops down.
I've never had two people describe so happily how I will die. Great job, Brickman. What do you think about this?
Lethal is the first word that comes to my
Yeah,
mind.
these guys aren't messing around.
I feel like all of the traps are really well disguised. It indicates to me real polish, and I like that a lot. It tells a good story. The whole theming and everything's excellent. So well done, guys. Good job.
Well, I hope I fulfill all your dreams out there. Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
That was the best presentation.
Yeah. I really like that build. I think, having multiple different traps, it's going to be a great tactic. And I think that, some of them are going to be really spectacular. If they manage to make contact with the car, they'll look great.
Trent and Alex, come on out, guys.
I'm worried. We spent too much time on the mechanisms today.
We definitely feel like we're in danger. We haven't tested the plane. We are totally unprepared for how it will react.
Trent and Alex, Team Jungle, what am I facing?
In the ideal world, the car comes through, the rolling ball will take it out.
Then we have a bear with a giraffe, and he's using him as a battering ram. And finally, we have a plane who's going to do a nosedive.
Those characters are so cool. They look absolutely awesome. And I really like the story. Now, who triggers the giraffe? Is that you as well?
The giraffe is just
constantly
going, but the plane is sitting on a trap door, which is a tripwire.
Yes, which is this tripwire here. This has got to work. I almost feel like we're gambling on all of that working the right way. Yeah. And if it works, I think we're going to be good. If it doesn't quite work off, that's where we're going to be in a bit of trouble.
Let's see what happens.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, like right from the start, I kind of mentioned that this is a gamble to get the mechanisms. I think, Alex has been able to get them, together in the end. Not being able to test any of it though, that they're still gambling. So these guys I think, are probably in the box seat for going home.
David and G. Fellas. All right, Banana Boys. How do we feel about the nickname Banana Boys? G, happy with that?
Not really.
No.
So today we Team Tropical.
The story is basically the monkeys are protecting their bananas by causing havoc to Hamish's car. When Hamish enters our environment, the first trap will be 4 cinematic trees falling behind the car. After Hamish gets past those palm trees, he'll go up to the slippery turntable, and then he enters the booby trap with the dropping bananas, where the bananas all fall on the car.
Brickman, as a world, how do you think the guys have done?
Well, I think you had fun. Yes. And you really thought about the moment. So you basically plotted out almost like a Hollywood script. This is exactly what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. And I think it's a really smart play. Chances of success of you making your way through this one, do you think?
I actually think I can get through this one. It kind of depends how kind you are at the turntable.
Yeah.
Get the feeling that you'll
just
pin me down for a bit and then release me once you've had your fun. Good luck.
Good luck.
It was good feedback. I feel we done enough to win.
I love this build from David and G. I think they've done a great job of storyline through the pathway for the car. That vision of the car spinning around, makes sense, slipping on banana peels. So I think they've done a really good job. I think these guys are going to be up near the top.
This
Henry and Kate, our Arctic abandoned sawmill.
So we get the snowy mountain theme. Our story is really simple. We've got a horror film with our werewolves lurking in the shadows, leaping out at Hamish and attacking his car. Hamish will drive through the terrain. The log falls down in front of Hamish's car and forces him into the abandoned sawmill, which is filled with werewolves that are going to lash out at the car, sending saw blades and swinging axes his way.
There was some tense moments. Do we feel like we got there?
Yeah, I think it really came together at the end.
Brickman, what's your overall take?
I do like the characters. I think the characters are great and they really develop the story. But you needed to concentrate on all of that polish. Particularly with these gates and fences, there are some bits I would have liked perhaps to have hidden a little bit more.
All right. I hope everything does what you planned it to do.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, look, I'm not a fan really of this build from Henry and Cade. It just doesn't seem to flow well. The werewolves don't seem to make sense to me. I don't really see the booby traps in it. So I think these guys might be in trouble.
All right, Team China.
Our story today is the zombie apocalypse. When the car coming through the first booby trap, the door will open and the zombies will come out to chase Hamish's car. If he survives, he will meet the plane's tail to smash the car. And if he survives, there are rocks waiting for him.
I think it's super cool. I think Zombies is a great story to tell. It's interesting, it's fun. The plane, I think, is quite awesome with the tail that sort of snaps off.
China versus Hamish, who wins?
China.
I do love that Diane Jaiwan have done the zombies like in kind of Minecraft mode with big square heads. I think that's a really cool feature. I think it's a well-detailed build. I don't think it's going to be a standout. I didn't see the booby traps as being anything that spectacular, but I think they're going to have the polish and the storyline of what they've built with the minifigs. I think will be enough to keep them safe.
Team Canada.
Today we built the Happy Ski Resort. And as you drive in, you narrowly miss a tree falling over, but that triggers an avalanche. You're gonna see these giant snowballs roll down, and then over the bridge you go, thinking you're safe, as a Yeti tries to flip you over.
Given the snow world, I think an avalanche is a great trap to have. A lot of films, whenever there's something happening in the Alps, it's always, they trigger something and, avalanches work well. So I think that's really quite good. It's a well-polished build. Well done.
I feel like their build's just a little bit meh. It's a bit vanilla, a little bit like, plain toast. There's nothing spectacular about it, but, I think, once again, I think they're going to do enough to kind of coast through. Certainly not going to be anywhere near the lead.
All right, Gabby and Owen, let's take a look.
I absolutely love what we've delivered. We've got a mechanism that we know is working, it's looking really, really great, and it stands out in the room.
And today we took a punt, so hopefully that's going to pay off.
Today we've built our big orangutan, ping pong.
He's laying in wait for Hamish's car. We're hoping that as Hamish drives through this build, he will drive onto the monkey's hand, get distracted by a falling banana, and then get launched into the air.
I like it how it's so different to all of the other builds. Going for a big character like this, it's great. It's fun. The temple at the back is also cool. It adds to the vibe that this orangutan's the king of the jungle, pardon the pun. Gosh, there's a lot riding on this trap.
Yep.
She'll be right.
She'll be right.
Fingers uncrossed and primed for pressing it. Brickman's feedback is the build's great, but it has to work. We've put all of our eggs inadvertently in one basket, and now it's got to deliver, or else our basket's gone.
I think this build is the classic case of sink or swim. I think if it comes off, it could be, a spectacular build and could win. If that shoulder joint fails, they're going home. With only one booby trap, like they said, they're putting all their eggs or all their bananas in one basket.
Team Sweden. Okay, boys. You are the Gauntlet's last hope.
Yeah.
The final piece of the puzzle. Do you want to talk us through what happens?
In our apocalypse city, people are rebuilding society, and some of them are protecting the city from Hamish. They've rigged booby traps, there's a big grand piano to drop on the car. They've made a catapult which flings the car back. The car keep going onto the treadmill, which launches it through the wooden wall. That's going to fling the car away.
I think choosing the post-apocalyptic world's a lot of fun. It allows you to be messy and half-complete. I mean, the hope is the catapult launches Hamish's car.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Awesome, guys. Good luck. I hope I make it.
I'm so glad we have the break.
And if everything works, I actually think we have a shot at keeping it. But the booby traps need to work.
Really clean build on this one. I really like the traps. I think there's not too much risk involved with the mechanisms of what they're trying to achieve. Great storyline. I think these guys have done a really good job.
All right, everyone. It is time to run the gauntlet. Are you ready, Jaiwan?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, first up, Team China, the tropical world. Right, we're heading into the zombie apocalypse.
Okay. Around the bus. Some wild driving. That was epic. That was great. Just escaped the rocks.
I live to fight another day. All right, nice job, guys.
Happy days.
All right, here we go into the next tropical world. Team Australia. Dave and G, you guys ready?
Ready to go.
Here we go. Past the palm trees.
And thrown off the track by the slippery turntable.
Stepping in.
That was awesome.
Here we go. Let's
try the bridge,
Let's
hey?
get back on the bridge. Oh, geez, she's tough. Next terrain is snowy mountains. Team Canada, you ready?
Let's do this.
So ready.
All right, here we go. Through the first tree. Yeah, oh, I've just escaped the snowballs. Here we go. Can the Yeti flip my car? He cannot.
Got a little bit of air.
Next up, Wolves versus me. Another one of our Aussie teams, Henry and Cade. Snowy mountains. You ready?
Ready. Prepare to be scared.
Just dodged the first tree. Good saw blade. Where's that wolf? Approaching the last trap. Here we go. Oh, the swinging axe didn't work. He's through. Let's head into the jungle run by Aussies Trent and Alex.
Good luck.
Okay, here we go. Ooh, direct boulder hit. There was a real delay on the plane, wasn't there?
Yeah, that was over in like a heartbeat.
Okay, our last team for the jungle, Gabby and Owen. It's all come down to what this orangutan can do. Here we go. Oh, I am somewhat distracted by the banana. Here we go. Ping pong. Oh no. Rotator cuff. Just shattered. Bummer.
It's okay.
Driving to our last terrain, Team Finland, the desert. Oskari, you have that look in your eyes. Now we drive. There goes the water tower. I got absolutely pounded in there. Okay, looking at the fake tunnel. Now past the mines. Really good shot. I will give that to you. Great hit. That was awesome. I mean, I got pretty injured, but we move on to the last stage. And finally, Team Sweden, the desert. This is the last bit. I make it through here. I have a real tale to tell. Okay, run through. What is this? Oh, I've just been hit by a grand piano. Okay, navigating my way up towards Tricky, up the stairs. Approaching the catapult. Very unlucky, but all right, here Here we go. Let me try and get out. 3, 2, 1.
You made it.
Against all odds. Great job, guys.
What an adventure.
Well, it's been a heck of a drive.
Hasn't it?
We had 8 parts of this very eventful gauntlet for my car to get through. So many creative ideas, so many cool builds. Brickman, what are your overall thoughts?
I think all of you attacked this build in your own unique way, added your own flavour, and that made it so much fun. Well done, guys. Great job.
Team Sweden, you guys have the magic brick. You can't be eliminated today. You can re-win the magic brick. Brickman, top 2 teams.
So the first team I would like to call forward is...
So prediction, I think the top 2 teams come in with David and G. I think me personally, I think that they'll win. I think that's the best build. And I'm actually surprised at how good Diane Jaiwan's build looked as the car was moving through. And I think the booby traps look really good. So I would put those 2 teams as the top ones. Bottom 2 teams, Trent and Alex for sure. Mind you, I do think that Hamish did them dirty a little bit. I feel like he moved slowly through everybody else's builds and gave the booby traps a chance to have an impact, whereas he just seemed to scoot straight through there for those. And Gabby and Owen, the mechanism failed. They had one mechanism. Surely they're going home. I mean, it'd be a massive shot for the competition, but I can't see them surviving.
Finland. And joining Team Finland is David and G.
All right,
Finland, as part of the brief, you heard me say to hide your traps. And I think you did the best job of that. Watching that net come out of nowhere and ensnare Hames' vehicle was awesome. Well done to both of you. So David and G, you listened to when I said cinematic experience. Your timing on all your traps was awesome. And as a bonus, you also have the record of throwing Hamish off the track. So well done, guys. Good job.
All right, only one team can have the magic brick.
Indeed.
Who just snuck ahead today?
Indeed. So well done, David and G. Congratulations.
Hey, boys. All right.
Spinning plate.
Magic brick floats over to David and G. G, how you feeling? First win.
Not expected, but yeah, I'll take it.
All right, congrats, David and G. You guys are safe too from the next elimination. We have 6 remaining teams. We know it can't be Sweden.
So the first team I'll call forward today is Trent and Alex. Joining Trent and Alex is Gabby and Owen. Trent and Alex, you guys always manage to find a way to make your characters pop, sparkle. However, the giraffe was also your trouble spot. It absorbed so much time in your build. And of course, we all know the consequences of lost time. It's finishing things off, it's polishing. And Gabby and Owen, you bet the house on the one booby trap, didn't you? Unfortunately, today the bet didn't pay off. Thank you so much for being on Lego Masters. Huh?
What the? Oh my
This sucks. The thing was, everybody gave themselves a few opportunities. Yours, if it had have worked, was the grandest of the grand, by far.
Alex, you seem to be in shock.
It's incomprehensible. When you look at the two of them, in my opinion, side by side, like, one's a lot rougher than the other.
One worked.
One worked.
Doesn't even take a deep fan of the show to realise that you guys were probably one of, if not the favourites in this competition with the way you build and what you build. Thank you for everything you've done. I can't believe we're saying this, but we've got to clap you guys out.
Thanks very much for having us.
Thank you. I'm a bit relieved because I thought if we went home and because I failed you, and the fact that we failed together makes it better.
I think we've showed that we've got the skills, we've got the drive, we've got the ambition. And there we go.
We didn't play it safely. And that's kind of what I love about building with Owen.
Go, Gabby, let's go!
Oh my holy Owen!
Every build, you've rolled a dice.
I don't know about every build.
Well,
There's no way we could have done the things we did if you weren't the person you are. And I'm so stoked with what we've done this season. My only disappointment is that we weren't able to do more.
yeah.
I've never done this before. I have to show us how to do it.
First elimination.
I know, yeah. How's this? This one?
Next time on Grandmasters of the Galaxy.
Hold on to your bricks.
The builds get bigger. The stakes get higher. You win the magic brick today, it guarantees you a spot in the semi-final.
I'm pretty sure we're cooked.
I think it needs to be thicker than that.
The windscreen.
10 minutes. It all starts this Sunday night.
Hello, Grandmasters of the Galaxy.
The teams are plotting the perfect crime.
This is the challenge of my dreams. Crime is my thing.
With Inspector Monk on the case.
How come you look like Ryan Gosling and I look like this?
Can they pull off the ultimate robbery?
Is the guy in the black a baddie and he's tied up the wife?
Well, we don't know if it's the wife.
Well, Gabby and Owen going home, I think, is massive for the competition. I think it blows the whole competition wide open. You know, from the very beginning, I thought those guys were going to be the winners of this series. So, yeah, kind of game on for everybody. You know, the game has been, well, the competition has been blown wide open, which is exciting. It's exciting to see, you know, who can step up now and take that mantle as being the number one builders in this Battle of the Galaxy. So, yeah, disappointing to see them go. But, you know what, when you roll the dice on kind of one thing working out of your build and it doesn't work, then you pay the price. If you liked and enjoyed this episode, you know, leave a like in down the bottom there. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know your favourite build. And hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with the latest episodes when they come out. Thanks for joining me with Legocentrics, and we'll see you in the next one.